Series of reports on Maine's changing climate with a look at electric vehicles. And when she took over as governor, Janet Mills set an ambitious goal to reduce the state's dependence on fossil fuels.
She wanted to see more than 200,000 Mainers owning electric passenger vehicles, or EVs, by the year 2030. At the time, it seemed daunting but doable. Then the pandemic hit and the supply chain aftershock.
The results, just as the number of fully electric or plug-in hybrid vehicles registered in Maine was finally starting to accelerate, dealers had to tell customers they'll just have to wait. There were too few cars available to satisfy demand.
Even if the supply of electric vehicles wasn't an issue, it's clear that a lot of Mainers are still reluctant to buy into EVs for two big reasons: how far they can get on a charge, and whether a charging station will be around where and when they need it.
First, let's talk about how EVs get powered up. Currently, chargers come in one of three levels. Level 1 is when you connect your car to a 120-volt outlet, like the ones in your home that power lamps, televisions, and small appliances. It would take at least 40 hours to fully charge an EV with a range of 200 miles. Which is why many EV owners opt to have an electrician install a Level 2 charger, which at more than 200 volts could charge the same car in about 6 to 7 hours. You can find public Level 2 chargers all over the state, along with about 20 or so Level 3 chargers. They run on direct current and at twice to 4 times the voltage of a Level 2 can charge that same 200-mile range car in about 10 to 30 minutes. You saw a brief shot of that map from Efficiency Maine showing EV charging stations across the state.
But there is a much more detailed version of that map at plugshare.com, and it's being constantly updated. The map even shows where charging stations will soon be built. The green flags show public Level 2 stations. The orange ones are Level 3. Of course, you can lead an EV to a Level 3 charging station, but that doesn't mean it will be able to drink in all that power. Meteorologist Keith Carson, an EV owner himself, recently did a little experiment at a Level 3 charger outside the Walmart store in Scarborough.
When it comes to electric vehicles, two questions come up over and over again. How long is the range of the vehicle, and how fast can you charge it? So today, we're going to charge a Kia EV6, which is one of the newer models and also one of the fastest charging electric vehicles on the market. The first step to testing a fast charging car is to find a charger that it can actually put out enough electricity. For example, many DC fast chargers put out 100 to 150 kilowatts, but since the EV6 can charge up to 225 kilowatts, we wouldn't be able to test the max speed on a charger like that. So for today's experiment, we're plugged into a 350 kilowatt charger at Walmart in Scarborough. The first charger we plug into doesn't deliver as much power as it claims it can. We max out at 97 kilowatts and immediately realize something is wrong. After a few minutes, we move one parking bay over to another charger and voila, we start charging at almost 200 kilowatts. So now the clock is ticking. Can we get from 10% to 80% in the claimed 18 minutes? Just to put the speed of charging in perspective here, my 2020 EV charges at a max rate of 77 kilowatts, which means this newer version could charge at almost 3 times the speed of my car. Now that's progress. Few things in life go to plan. The first charger we parked in front of wasn't delivering enough energy, so we moved over to one that started charging a lot faster. Bottom line, we were able to get 10% to 80% in about 20 minutes. We gained 215 miles of range in that time.
Now, we talked about overall range and charging times as some of the biggest reasons that car buyers are wary of EVs. The other is price. Many completely electric vehicles are in the $40,000, $50,000, even $60,000 price range. But the word is Chevrolet will soon come out with one costing a little over $30,000. Keith says he's trying to find one of those for a test drive.